She became a virgin so that she can get married to this man. You guys won't even believe how it happened. It's madness. This story is the craziest thing that I have ever heard. Hey guys, how y'all doing? I hope you're doing great. I'm Zola and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, this place is all about crazy story times. So without further ado, let's get started. I met this girl when I was in China. She was in her early 30s and I was like 18 or 19 when I first came to know of her. She came from a family. I'm just giving you guys a backstory on who she is, so then we will get right back into the drama. She came to China in 2006. She did her MBBS, Masters, PhD, everything in China. And she was also working in China at that time. She also had her sister studying in China as well, and her sister was older than her. So, this girl, we need a name for her. Let's call her Zuzi. So, when Zuzi came to China, of course, she's coming from an Orthodox Muslim family. It was such a strict family that they were not even allowed to wear whatever they wanted to wear. So that's the background that she's coming from. But her sister followed all the rules. She was goody two shoes. But Zuzi, on the other hand, she started dating this guy and she went there to do MBBS. MBBS is just 5 years, but she stayed there for master's, PhD. She was even working there. So when I went to university itself, her image was so bad. Everyone used to talk about her like, oh my god, she's just a, that kind of girl. That's how people used to look at her. And then one day I came to know about her backstory. Apparently, she came to China to study MBBS like everyone else, but she also had her older sister studying in the same university. When she came to China, of course, she's coming from an Orthodox Muslim family and they're very strict. They're also from Pakistan. So when she came to uni, she was not allowed to do so many things because her family is so strict. But then she started dating a boy. And obviously, family was not okay with it. She started dating a boy, and that boy cheated on her. And she became crazy that she felt like, that's it, my life is ruined. So she started drinking, smoking, and whatever. And her elder sister snitched on her. She went and told their parents that Zuzi is doing all this. And of course, what do you expect from a brown Muslim family? They went crazy. They were like, either you leave the studies and come back to Saudi Arabia. They were staying in Saudi Arabia, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned it. They are a Pakistani family living in Saudi Arabia. So parents were like, either you come back here, finish your education, or like stop all this. But of course, she at that time she was going crazy, crazy. So she didn't stop, and obviously parents were not happy with it. So parents were like, okay, since you are not following what we ask you to follow, we have no option but to cut you off. And they cut her off, yo. They cut her off while she was studying in China. And you have to pay the bills, you have to pay your fees. I don't know how they expected her to do all that. Obviously, she didn't have a way to do it, but she was smart. Yo, she was such a good student. That's what I heard. She was such a good student. But yeah, now her parents are not supporting her. All this is happening back in like 2006, 7, 8, okay? That's the time frame. But she came to China in 2006. And you guys should know at that time for a girl to drink or smoke, it's a taboo. Even now, it's a taboo in some cultures and some families. So obviously, her parents are not happy with it. Her elder sister finished her education and left. So Zuzi was left alone in China. She, of course, started going to clubs. She started meeting new boys. She started going with them. She had multiple one night stands. She was living her life vicariously. While all this is happening, she's also studying, and she was a topper too. I don't know how she's doing all that. She used to study, she used to do her part time job, she used to do so many other things so that she can live her life however she wanted to. And then what happened was slowly, slowly, I don't know what happened to her. Maybe she is lost. She started going to clubs, and people used to say, this is a bit sad. People used to be like, okay, Zuzi is in the club. So then more guys used to come to the club because she became that kind of woman, if you know what I mean. So then what happened is now the image is horrible. Nobody want to hang out with her, nobody want to be around her. And I actually met her. because one of my friend was best friends with her. So I met her and she's so fun, yo. I think I have talked about her briefly in my previous video where I talk about how my lesbian friend fell in love with me. In that story time, I'm talking briefly about Zuzi. So Zuzi was friends with my lesbian friend that I had. I'm saying lesbian friend because in that story I'm talking about her and her things. So that's how I came to know of Zuzi. So one day we did hang out, and man, she was so fun. She was so sweet. And I'm like, man, anybody would fall in love with her. She's such a fun person. But then I didn't hang out with her because somewhere I am judgmental. And I was like, I don't want to hang out with her and have that kind of name. No need. So obviously, I didn't hang out with her, and I don't agree in that kind of lifestyle too. So I didn't. And then what happened was she was talking to my friend. My friend is a lesbian girl. So Zuzi started talking to my lesbian friend, and then I don't know if Zuzi was really bisexual or she was pretending to be bisexual. God alone knows. So she used to talk to my friend, let's call her Hannah, because that's what we called her in the previous story. So with Hannah, she used to be like, okay, I would like to try out, I'm bi curious, I don't know what. So she used to give hopes to Hannah, but it never actually went anywhere. So somewhere my friend became heartbroken because of Zuzi, because Zuzi didn't really want to stay with Hannah. It was just, I don't know, she just wanted to explore or whatever. Once, you know what happened with Zuzi? Zuzi, like I said, she was living vicarious lifestyle. She had to go to Pakistan to do some paperworks. And while she was going to Pakistan, she didn't know anything about Pakistan because she had never lived in Pakistan. So she asked her mom, can her mom also come to Pakistan so that she can do her paperwork? But her mother is also stupid, I feel. Like her mother was like, sorry, I can't travel for you, and they don't even talk much to each other, but I don't know how a mother can say no, because she was like, I just want to be with my husband in Saudi, so you go and do your paperwork. Imagine saying that to a girl who have never been to Pakistan. I don't think it's safe. I feel like it should be worse than India. Anyways, according to safety, so she went to Pakistan and she was so bored. She was at her hotel and she started using, dating apps. She was just swiping, and she found one guy, okay? Then she swiped right on this guy. This guy also swiped right on her. They matched. She actually swiped right on him because it was shown that he studied in China. So she was like, oh, nice, someone who studied in China. I would be able to relate. It's not like she was looking for a relationship or anything, but she was just having fun. And then she met this guy, okay? It gets crazy here. She met the guy, and she have always been disrespected by men because of her past or because of her lifestyle. So this time she thought she will lie about herself. Yo, she lied about everything. She didn't talk about her lifestyle, her drinking, smoking, or like whatever weird things she was doing with multiple men. She didn't talk about it because she thought, if at all she will say this to a man, that guy is not going to respect me. So she didn't say anything. And this guy was talking about, how much of a bad boy he is. And this guy is way younger than her. Let's say she is 30, so he is like 23 or something. But then she was like, this guy is good. He looks good. So I want him. Like, she is someone who is like, I want this means she wants that. So she was like, I want this guy. And to get this guy, I have to not disclose anything about me. And then she will tell him that she used to live in this city in China, and she's planning to go back to China to do some paperwork. And then this guy will be like, you know what? I will also join you because it's been few months since I went to China. Anyway, I finished my education there. I would love to visit your city. And he will come to her city. And you know what? This guy, like he said, he's a bad boy because he slept with two girls. He was like, he wanted to get physical with her. And you know what she said? She said no. She was like, no, sorry. I'm not that kind of girl. I don't sleep with a guy. I've never slept with a guy, even though I'm in my early 30s. I'm saving myself for the right man. I know it's weird. But she was like, I don't want to do that. And then he was like, good girl. So she was like, I can't do all this. Sorry. We can take it slow. We can kiss or whatever, but we can't do, we can't do the stuff. And he was like, okay. And you know what? That kept him in the relationship. It's so stupid because if she was easy, he would have, slept with her and left her. So she felt like this is something new I can try. And then he did come to China with her and he visited her. But obviously, nobody's going to go and tell him, like, yo, by the way, the girl you're with is like a bad girl or whatever. Nobody's going to go and complain because she's always there with him. And he does not know anything about her. Now they start to plan their wedding. They are in love, they love each other. He's cute, she's happy, whatever. So she want to get married to this man. So guess what she does? I came to know about this surgical procedure also because of this girl. There is this surgical procedure where you can stitch down there. It's like hymenoplasty, it's called. You guys can just Google it. It's so wild, you guys. They do that so that it makes you look like a virgin. I don't even understand how it works. I have no idea how it works, but she did that. And it only costed her, I think, 30,000 rupees. It's so cheap, I feel. Anyways, so she did that surgery without him knowing. When he went back to Pakistan or something, she did the surgery. And then after that, she went to Pakistan, she met him, then they got married. That's when she slept with him. She did all this because she wanted to get married to a guy, to this guy or a guy, because she felt like there is no way she can say who she is and find a man. And now they are living happily ever after. I think she has kids and all. I'm not sure. I don't have much contact with her, but last time I saw something that she posted, she has babies with him. And he have no idea who she is. And she had a very crazy past. Like, I'm just saying there and here, she was crazy. Like, wild means another level wild. She used to go with uncles and sugar daddies and whatever. That was her lifestyle. But this is how she's living her life. It's so weird a surgery like this exists and people opt for it so that they can find a good man. So, yeah, this is one crazy story time. You guys now know something like this exists. Have you ever heard of the surgical procedure? Because for me, this was the first time I came to know of this. This was when I was in university. I'm like, damn, something like this exists. So apparently, multiple girls have done this. Honestly, I don't know if I should say. I'll just say it. Who cares? There are other weird procedures too that people do to girls. Yo, I don't know if I can even talk about it. If you are comfortable, listen. If you're not, leave. Okay. So I have a lot of African friends. Okay. So one day, this is a different story, not related to this, but I'm talking about the procedures. So once me and my girlfriends, we were traveling to Shanghai and we were in the train. Okay. And while we were sitting, they were talking about girls who does surgery, like they are forced to do. The weirdest culture that is there on earth is that girls have to go through circumcision. It's weird, like why should girls do it? Apparently they make girls do that so that girls don't enjoy sex. It's weird. And that is a legit procedure that is done by so many what I'll say traditional communities. It's weird. And we were sitting and one girl was like, apparently in her family so many girls have done that procedure, but thankfully she didn't have to do it because she was living in Sweden. Like her and her family was living in Sweden, but all her relatives has done it. And the thing is, when you do circumcision on a girl, they won't be able to feel the pleasure while having sex. Like, it's weird. So some people do that, it seems. And this friend of mine, this African friend, she was saying her grandma used to mock her and her siblings, saying that, oh my god, you still have that little thing, you have to cut it off, you have to do this procedure. Man, some procedures I don't even know if I can say. Yo, there are some procedures they just stitch everything up, and then on the night, like, of them getting married or whatever, they open it up. Saying it only, I'm like, oh my god. I don't know if you wanted to know that, but I gave you guys a heads up. But yeah, there are weird customs, yo. Like, I came to know about these traditions only when I hung out with girls from different places. Like, it's wild. The traditions that some communities follow, it's wild. It's madness. It's as if like girls should never have fun. Girls should never be happy. Oh, I hate it. Whatever. So this is one weird thing that some communities do. If you guys know about it, good. If you don't know, I traumatized you already. So let's go. I'm so sorry. But you now know something new. And yeah, that's all, you guys. I hope no man was watching it. Ugh. Or if they watched, also, who cares? Anyways, that's all, you guys. It's been a while since I came here and gave you guys a story time because I'm really busy here. How many things should I do? I have my Instagram. If you guys don't follow me there, please follow me on my Instagram because you guys can see this makeup look. I already shot the video. I will be posting soon. So if you want to see how I got this makeup look, go check out my Instagram. Don't forget to follow me there. It's @_Zola_. And also follow me on my broadcast channel because I post so many things on my broadcast channel too. And if you guys don't know, I have a phone case brand. I don't know if there is anybody who don't know that. My phone case brand's name is Kyoko. And you guys can see I love bows so much. There is bow in the background. There are bows on the packaging. There are bows on the phone case. This is something from our new collection. Like, it's so cute. It's so cute. We have new stock coming up. I feel like maybe when I post this, we might have already launched the new collection. I'm very excited for you guys to see the new collection. You guys should check out Kyoko. It's at kyoko.in so that we can twin with our phone cases. So go check out Kyoko. Also, I want you guys to like, comment, and share this YouTube video. Then more people will watch this video. Then I will be more motivated to post story times. Now we are almost 3K. Help me reach 3K. It's not a lot, It's not a lot of subscribers. But if at all I have a lot of subscribers, I will be motivated. I'll be like, I have to go and say my stories to 100K people that's waiting for me. That's a good motivation that you can give me. So please subscribe to this channel. Also, I have my main YouTube channel where I talk about makeup, skincare, body care, everything. Everything beauty and nothing else. You can check out my other YouTube channel as well and subscribe to that channel too, please. And that's all, you guys. I think I talked about everything. I hope you guys are having a good day. And I was gonna say, I hope you guys are having a good day, but then I remembered what story I just narrated. I'm sorry, you guys. But story times are not always fun and cute. There will be some traumatizing stuff too. So this was a traumatizing story. Bye.